A ravishing beauty, with skin as soft as that of newborn. Her ruby lips are lush and moistened, her cheeks rosy, her voice sensual and intoxicating. Such was my Rose. She made the most beautiful bride the era had ever seen. She was beauty, she was grace, she was finally mine. Elizabeth Rose Thomas was finally mine. My Rose stood tall in face of all my tantrums. When I embarrassed her by singing Twinkle Twinkle Little Star at her sweet 16, or when I threw her phone down the hilltop just because I wanted to spend some more time with her, or when I wore that fluffy purple dress with that ugly yellow hat to her friend's birthday party just because she made me so damn angry. Yet, she braved them all with patience and love. She even stood proud by my side when our friends, our society made fun of us for choosing one another. Yes, we chose one another. A girl chose another girl. Come and tell us the ways of the society if you have the courage. At least we had the courage to choose. I still remember that day vividly, nostalgically. The day when we first talked. She was that bubbly, chubby girl standing in the park, looking lost, her face tear-streaked. Held her tattered doll tight, close to her heart. That day, I drew the courage to talk to her because my Rose needed help. So, I put on my best dress, put on my mom's favorite lipstick, clipped up my hair tight with my lucky hair clip. Then, I walked down to her, puffed off my chest, and in the strongest voice that an 8-year-old could muster, I asked, "Hey, are you okay?" I was so damn proud of the fact that my voice came out strong and right. I was dressed in my best armor, and I was quite sure nothing could go wrong. What I expected in response was a smile, maybe even a hug. But what I did not expect was for her to look up at me with wide, innocent eyes and then scream away running, "Stranger danger, stranger danger, stranger danger." Such was my Rose. I always knew what I wanted, but my Rose, she was like that daisy that bloomed at its own pace. I was so thankful for the fact that I was her sun, she my sunflower. Wherever I moved, she moved. I was an uptight businesswoman, CEO of a famous country. She was a wanderer, a painter. I had to stick up my ass. I made a living by screaming in the boardrooms and by ruthless accusations. But my Rose, her world was just the size of her fist, consisting of just her paint and me. She just wanted to capture the whole galaxy in her canvas. She was like that euphoria of giddiness that spread like wildfire wherever it went. Then there was that day. I was finally home from exile after 4 years of extended business trip, after 4 years of missing her like a fool. I was so damn tired of hearing her voice over the phone, stolen seconds, whenever we got to talk. See, she sounded all anxious and distant. I asked her what was wrong, but she always replied with, "I love you," in that sweet voice of hers, and I lost count of right and wrong. I guess distance was taking a toll on her too. But all was going to be well again. I was back from exile and back in her life. The thorn was going back to its rose where it belonged. Had I known it would be my doom day, I would have kidnapped the sun, forced him to hide, never allowed him to rise. But none of that mattered now. I still remember that day vividly. I can't blot it out of my memory how hard I tried. And believe me, I tried. When I reached home, door was unlocked. I smiled. Because so lost was she in her world of paint and paint brushes. I knew my Rose. Sometimes even left the door open. I called her to her. Honey, where are you?" Silence. I again called. "Babe, I have got a surprise for you." No response. Her coffee lay cold. Her perfectly organized paintbrushes lay distorted on the floor. I then knew in my heart something was wrong, but I ignored it. I ignored it because I was dreading what was to come. I ran to our bedroom as fast as my feet could carry. There, on the mess of bed, laid the love of my life, the center of my existence, naked, bruised, and dead. Those animals had left teeth marks on her body. She was bleeding profusely from her open wounds, from her private parts. I ran to her as fast as I could. I covered her up with my jacket. With my clothes, I hugged her tight, begging, pleading, coaxing her to wake up, promising to never leave again. I begged and begged, but she never woke up. My rose never woke up. Maybe if the thorn was where it belonged, the rose had not been crushed, pounced upon.